Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to May's plan with me video. I did not do one in April because I was moving and I was just trying to settle in and I was focusing on that. I wasn't really creating any content, but I am back. So this is my second video this month. So for this video, I just want to recap my first quarter goals because I didn't set any goals for the second quarter because the only goal that I had was to find an apartment and just move on my own and, you know, kind of settle into this new life. I also want to give an update on my 75 soft journey. I did not finish, but I made it up to day 65. Let me get the thing. Oh my god, it was right here. I got up for nothing. Yes, so this is my 75 soft tracker. I made it to day 65, and the reason why I didn't make it all the way, it was because I was traveling. So I went to California for 5 days, and that kind of threw me off with the whole 75 soft. I couldn't really do all my habits while I was in California, and I knew that was gonna happen when I started, because when I was counting the days on day one, I realized, oh, in March it's gonna be hard for me to do these things while I'm traveling, but I wanted to do it anyways just so I could kickstart my, you know, my habits and my health, my fitness journey, I guess you can say. And I'm really proud of doing 75 days. I did every single thing that I set out to do, like all my habits, read 10 pages, and I actually read 2 books. I read The Apartment, which I did not like, and I read, let me find the other one. It was another novel. I read Annie LeBlanc Is Not Dead Yet, which is a novel. I did not like it either. And I'm still working. I took a break from Story, which is a screenwriting book that I started reading during the challenge. I took a break from it, and then I switched to Annie LeBlanc Is Not Dead, which I didn't like. But I'm gonna go back to finishing Story, which is the screenwriting book. I was working out 5 to 6 days a week for about an hour. I was doing my meditations every day and eating healthy. I think going to California threw the whole eating healthy out the window because I was just like eating restaurants. And I try my best to eat healthy, but sometimes, you know, I just want to enjoy while I'm traveling. So I couldn't do that in California. And then the same thing with drinking a gallon of water a day. I couldn't drink. I try my best to drink as much water as possible, but then I didn't. And I did drink alcohol while I was traveling. But before that, I was really good. I didn't drink anything. I think I only drank like once. And then gratitude journal. I was doing my gratitude journal daily for the 65 days. But then I stopped when I went to California because I didn't bring my journal. And then when I came back from California, everything went out the window and I wasn't doing any of these things. Because I wanted to, like, just, you know, I don't know, get back on my own and have my own place. So let me go into my goal tracker and see how I'm doing. For quarter 2, I didn't set any goals. So for quarter 3, I will set goals, but right now it's just my only goal is to get back into working out, which I have been doing, and yeah, get back into working out. It's my main goal. I have been working out 4 to 5 times a week. This week I've only worked out 3 times, so tomorrow I'm gonna do another workout. Visit 12 new places. What? Okay, let me start recording my this thing. Hold on. Okay, movie recording, new screen recording. So I'm going to. We are here on my, okay, so goals. So let's see my Q1 goals. Oh, I know I still have not finished my second draft, but let's see what I've completed. Complete 75 soft. I did not complete, but I did click completed just so he could not be there. I read the apartment and I paid off, I actually paid off 1 credit card, not 3. And I did lose my 8 pounds. So the only goal that I needed to continue to work on, and I was hoping to finish in March, but then I didn't. But the deadline for the competition that the screenplay competition that I wanted to do is in May, I think May 14. But I just found out that I don't have to have the full script done, so I could still submit with the first 10 pages, I believe, which I do have. So I'm gonna do that. Visit 12 new places. I have not visited anything, but I do, now that I'm all settled and I'm, you know, I have my own place, I do wanna have more weekend little day trips. And being that it's gonna be warm soon, instead of going away, because I was planning on going to Albania this month, but then stuff is happening in the world and I did not feel comfortable traveling, so I didn't go. But one of my goals, which I'm gonna make a goal for Q3, I mean, I'm gonna do it now, but for May, I wanna do like 1 trip somewhere, or just like a day trip to some cute little town. I have been going on Instagram to look at like things to do near New England. So I have saved a bunch of stuff. There is this one festival in Boston that I want to go to in 2 weeks. So I might do that. That might be my day trip for the month. But I want to visit. I'm going to make a list of like cute little towns in New England that I could visit during the summer. And then I'm going to get back to my reading. This month I want to finish the story, which is the screenwriting book, and then start one of my other books, which I bought at the beginning of the year. Actually, at the end of last year in New York, I bought it. So I'm gonna, that's my one goal. And then for May, I started doing like monthly vision boards on my planner. I wasn't using the planner the last 2 months because I wasn't planning anything. But I'm gonna get back to doing my monthly vision boards, just to kind of have an idea, not have an idea, but like the things I want to do or how I picture the month going. And being that it's May is my birthday month, so I want it to be fun, and I want to learn some stuff. I found this website that has sign language classes, so I took one class. I did 1 lesson. So part of my May goal planning, my monthly plan, part of this video, I want to create a curriculum for myself for the month. So that includes scheduling in my sign language lessons after work. So I want to do like 30 minutes a day, 2 or 3 times a week. So I'm going to be scheduling that on my planner. Can I put it there? There we go. So I'll be scheduling in my lessons, my sign language lessons. If you're interested in learning sign language, it's actually free, and it's called signschool.com. Signs, S-I-G-N-S, school.com. And they have a lot of lessons. I was learning how to sign my name, but I took the lesson last week, and is it J? I think O. I don't know if this is O. J-O. I know that, I need to freshen up. I only did 1 last week, so I'm gonna try to do at least 1 lesson 3 times a week. I'm also in the morning, I finished my interpreting course, certificate class. So I wanna get more familiar with medical terms. So this month, that's another educational thing that I wanna focus on, just learning. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. So just learning more medical terms in Spanish, because I don't know a lot of them. I was trying to I've been doing it in the morning like twice a week, and every time they say a word in English, and I was like, oh my god, how do you say that in Spanish? But then they tell you, but it's like, it was a wake-up call. I need to practice. So that's another thing that I'm gonna do this month, is learn more medical terms in Spanish and the sign language. So my top 5 goals for this month, well, I'm gonna say, yeah, we'll say 4. So it was get back. I have been doing pretty good getting back on track with my fitness routine. So work out 4 to 5 times a week. I'm gonna make that a goal for the month. Then is take the sign language lessons 3 times a week, as well as the medical interpreting refresher videos, learn medical terminology in Spanish. So watch a video 2 or 3 times a week. That's 3. And what was the other one? I literally thought of 4. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, and then submit my script to the competition. But this month's main focus would be my fitness. What is my intention? Intention for the month. My intention for this month is to get back on track. I guess, yeah, my fitness. My intention for the month is to get back on track with my health and fitness journey. I started already a couple of weeks ago, so I've been doing pretty good, but I just want to keep my momentum going and not fall off the wagon, because I did in March, and for 6 weeks I wasn't doing anything. And for 6 weeks, because I started like mid-April again. And when I got back to the gym, I was suffering. So let's not let that happen again. I'm gonna be using my digital planner more, because I had a planner at work, like a physical planner that I would use to like for my to-do list. But then it ended already. I only did 6 months because it was a daily planner, and I used the last day, April 30th. So now I'm gonna bring this to work, my laptop, and use this instead. So for the month of May, my main goals is my fitness, get back on my fitness journey, and keep learning, learn sign language and medical interpreting and medical terminology. And you know what? I'm gonna make a list of places that I want to visit over the summer, or make a list of little towns nearby that I could have a day trip. So, anyways, that is my May. Plan with me. Tell me what you're doing in May and what are your goals for this month. I'm just gonna keep it, I'm trying to keep things simple. I think the reason why I was trying to do too much with 75 Soft, and I'm trying to just be simple with it and not overthink things. Because sometimes I'm like an overachiever sometimes with these goals. So I'm trying to just not do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore, because then, I set myself up for failure. That's why I'm not going to like work out. I was gonna say work out 6 days a week, but I was like, no, 4 to 5 is enough. That is May. Should be a good month. I'm gonna work on my vision board for the month, and I'll probably insert the video when I talk about my vision board, but I'm gonna do that now. And then I'm going to hang out with my friend later, because yesterday was my birthday. May is my birthday month. This is actually gonna be out on Tuesday, May 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo. So happy Cinco de Mayo to those who celebrate. Go have yourself a margarita. But today I'm actually going to a Mexican restaurant with my friend. We're gonna have dinner. He's treating me for dinner, so thank you. You know who you are. So we're gonna have some dinner, and then it should be a nice, fun Saturday afternoon. But May should be a nice, fun, exciting month. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Share what your goals are for the month of May or for the summer. And I'll be back next month for June. Plan with me. But I do have a bunch of videos lined up already for May. Oh, you know what? That was one of my goals. I wanted to upload 6 videos this month. I already done 3. It's recorded uploaded schedule, and this is my 4th, which I'm recording now, and I have 2 more. So that is my goal. That's another goal, is content creation. 6 videos this month. Anyways, that is the video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.